What is up, ladies and gentlemen? SBYG here, back again with another deck profile tonight.
How many spells are being, bro?
Here we got LJ. Sir, what's your name?
LJ. LJ Jr. today.
And what were you playing today?
Spright Live.
Spright Live Twin. Would you say this is like the first time you're playing it, or?
Yeah, it would be my first time playing it.
Would you like to say anything else, or?
Shout outs to LJ. You know, we made this team last second. Thanks to him.
Let's go, LJ.
Woo! Woo! You know.
Wait, I thought you were LJ.
I am. Oh, I mean, LJ Carlos.
All right, let's get this started.
Alright, first cards of the deck, obviously, it's gonna be blues. You just throw them out like this. It's gonna be blues. Obviously, we need to play 3. Best card in the deck, to be honest, besides the jet. 2 red, 1 carrot, 1 pixies. 1 pixies.
Did you like pixies in this deck?
If I'm being honest, I was kind of forced to play the pixies. It never came up, if I'm being honest.
It's good, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's an honest. It's a searchable honest.
Yeah.
It's okay, we can just blame LJ.
You know, maybe LJ would have summoned it and used it, but this LJ will not. Never came up.
Did you like double Spright red?
I actually really like red. Red normally gives me better card options to avoid hand traps if I don't have anything else to like called by or something like that. Being honest. That's pretty much it for the Spright monsters, at least.
Yeah.
For the spells, obviously it's just going to be the 3 starters and the 1 smashers. Pretty much all you need. Some might say you need Gamma, but Gamma will never probably come up to me either.
That's also.
I'd rather search for the follow-up more often than not, if I'm being honest.
Plus, also Smash is just easy spot removal.
It is,
Yeah.
100%. So for the life, I played 2 Leelas.
Oh!
One
The tech?
of this one, I don't know.
Only one?
And then one of Frost.
Is that gold?
Yeah, it's an ultra.
Yeah, it's an ultra.
Oh, okay.
And then the 3 snitches. I call them snitches, so they kind of work. If I'm being honest with you guys, I don't really know how to play these cards. I just played it today, normally I like to play Adventure Spright over the Live Twin, but the Live Twin seemed to do a little bit better for me today.
Is there a reason why you played more of the blue one rather than the pink one?
I would just rather see the normal for blue instead of the pink, if I'm being honest. The
That
pink
way you
one,
can at least get Frost, right?
yeah, so I could at least get Frost. The pink one never really came up. It was pretty broken, in my opinion, to see at least one of these 2 in a starting hand over the Swap Frog that everybody sees. Pretty much it. The Frost really came in clutch most of the time. Gave me an extra hand trap for another card for follow-up after my opponent would search. Pretty much it. For the rest of the deck, it's just 3 swaps and then the 1 pill. Pretty standard. There's nothing much to say about here.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest. Hand traps, play 3 Ash, 2 Ghost Bell, 2 Crow, ignore the match already.
You put more attention to it if you know about it.
And then 3 Infirms, that will be my last hand trap.
Is that also mismatched already?
No,
No.
it's not. It's in there.
Those Yee Crows look cool.
Yeah, two ultra. I mean, ulti. Pretty much the most hand traps that I would see myself using. Some people might play Valor. I kind of personally like Valor a little bit better, but since everybody's playing triple tactics, at least in this locals, I just opted out more for whatever people tend to play with right now. So it's tier elements, so Ghost Bells and the Crows, and then the Infirm for the 1 fusion level 5. Can't think of the name right now.
Would you ever increase the crow number to 3? Or increase the bell number to 3 also?
I would probably do Crow at 3, and then probably take out the bells for something else. I just wouldn't know what for at the moment. Maybe Nibs, or just keep them. And then for the last couple of spells, I played the 3 Pots of Prosperity. 2 check, 2 econs, and then the Kobat. Personally, I liked opening the pots. It always helped me get to either the blue Live Twin or the snitch. The econs came in clutch when I had to normal summon swap, and people will bait the hand trap 4 if I had tactics, and I'll just tend to remove my opponent's card anyways.
Yeah.
Kobat, just the one up. Lucky if you see it. If you don't see it,
Excellent.
hopefully no one has the hand trap for you.
Yeah.
Being honest.
Did you ever increase the number of tactics or enemy controller to 3, or would you say 2 is the right number?
At least right now, since I'm playing 43, I would prefer to play probably the 3rd tactics over the pixies, in my opinion, or maybe even the 3rd econ.
You don't want to go to 44 instead?
I just didn't want to break, if I'm being honest.
That makes sense.
Although it did happen.
Happens to everyone.
Yeah. Happens to the best of us.
Can't complain.
You're not a good player until you brick.
Going back to the extra deck right here. We played 2 of this one. It's pretty clutch. Get an extra card. This one's actually pretty clutch. Helps me control the board state, in my opinion.
Is there a reason why you don't play one of those?
I don't see myself making more of them, simply because with Elf, which would be the next card, I can just keep bringing them back and then reusing their effects anyways. So it didn't really feel like I had enough extra deck space to increase the number in the choices. Although I would have missed playing the 3rd Elf, in my opinion. Sometimes it did feel like with this deck, it ran out of resources pretty often, and I didn't end up with boards to kill or keep playing the game.
Yeah.
1 dark comes up against here, and
Very shiny.
Shiny.
pretty much the only shiny card I have, right?
Yeah. You play the Starlight so your opponent can't respond, right?
Yeah, it's Starlight, so can't interfere. Unicorn, pretty good. Pretty good to do the elf effect, bring back the Live Twins, and then get a unicorn somehow in the middle with the spare Ronin Toad effect. The access code, never made it, if I'm being honest. Well, I did make it once, but never for its actual purpose of killing. Just to get rid of.
Would you replace access code with something else? Because I know there's been some Spright players that have been thinking about switching access code for a different card.
I would probably swap access code for either the 3rd Elf or IP. I feel like IP would have been fine as well, because IP would have given me the unicorn to match with either one of the Live Twins to get the extra draw anyways. For the XCs, for the XCs I play the Onizumaru, the 1 toad. There's 2 Spright Giants. The downer, the Zeus. Pretty much all I really felt like I needed. Got rid of monsters I needed to get rid of. The Toad, obviously, to control the board state. The Spright Giant was more of an extender to me. Never really the OTK. Zeus, I didn't really make it today. Played pretty much tier elements, so there was no point. If not, I would trigger most of their effects anyways.
Yeah.
But other than that, Zeus is actually a very clutch card. It helps me clean up the board, and somehow, if I have starter in hand, catch up. And then for the 15th card, I play.
Ooh, nice.
I play this one based on people playing tier elements, and it revolves mainly on the side deck card that I'm playing today. For the first time, actually. Kind of worked out. Onto the side, I'm playing one of these.
The Link 4 Evil Card.
Yeah, Link 4, the Silikill. Same with the Guru. The reason why I decided to play him is for the Ultimate Slayers.
Oh.
This card didn't really come up to me, at least for once, or this one either. Slayers, I only saw it once, and when I did see it, I kind of had superior board game state, so it didn't really matter. But it was kind of good to have it just in case I failed to clear the board for me to win. Played Harpies. Pretty clutch, if I'm being honest. 3 Lightning Storms. It's good to see it whenever you can. It's actually pretty good to see it with Dark Ruler inside. I prefer to always open one of these 2 or both at the same time if I'm going second. It basically clears most of the boards, and it's just pretty easy for me to play if I know that my opponent kind of already went through their cards in hand. My only go on the first side was the pointers. Pointer's pretty broken. I'm able to see what my opponent has. So normally, when I show my opponent my hand, they already know what I have. Normally, it's either the starter or the smasher or a hand trap that I added through one of the live twins at that time. Helps get rid of cards that will affect the game state for me, in my opinion.
Nice.
LJ Carlos.
All right, that's pretty much his deck profile right now. Do you want to say any shout outs before we close this video?
Shout out to Jared, shout out to Ryan. You guys came in clutch for me. Thankfully, it didn't happen to be the backpack, even though I was playing Live Twins for the first time and I thought I was going to be the worst player in the team. But it turned out we all played pretty well today. No salt, unlike LJ. LJ probably would have had a little bit of salt here and there. I'm the bean LJ from now on.
Yeah.
I'll actually be there and show up.
Oh,
You know.
that's what I like to hear.
Shout out to Christian and Aiden, pretty supportive. And then shout out to Orlando and Team FUB. Pretty much most of my cards come through them. They pretty much help me practice and learn whatever I can to
The boys.
format. The boys.
What about your other boys?
Except for LJ. LJ is
The girl.
the kid. Not the boy. He's the kid today. It's so funny games though. I'm taking it serious.
No shout out to Rudy or anything? Or?
Shout out to Rudy, T-Man. Rudy's pretty chill. I love that man to death. Shout out to David. That's pretty much it.
All right, thank you for checking out this video. Thank you for appearing for this video, and until next time, see ya.
See you guys.
Later, guys.
Out.
Like, comment, subscribe.